Care to join me?
Hi ladies, I don't know if I did this video before. I'm going to show you how I regenerate my water softener here. Okay, so first of all I have to get like a big bag of water softener salt. And then I put them in a jar, like here. This is the salt at the bottom. And I fill up the water. I usually put a lot of salt, so it's like the water is really concentrated with salt. It actually dissolves into the water. And then I can't pour it out of this because there's a little tiny like tube little hole that it has to go into. So after it's been soaking in the water and the water's completely concentrated with the salt, I transfer it over into any container that's got a small nozzle and I can pour it out easy. So I put it into just this extra container. So first step is to allow the existing water that's in there to drain out. So you have to drop the shower head. Can you hear the water coming out? So the water's coming out. That doesn't take very long. The water comes out pretty quickly. And then once it stops, well, you don't even have to wait for it to stop. Then I take my pliers because I find it very hard to unscrew this nozzle because it's pretty tight in there. So I jump up here and then I unscrew it. Okay. Okay, so I can screw out the rest of my hand. Put it down. Now I'm not going to really fill it up. The water's still coming out. But once the water comes out, then what you want to do is put the shower head back up, right? And then you want to pour your salt water into, there's a little hole right here, okay? There's a hole that fills up this area. This is where the beads are. This is what softens the water. So the salt water actually flushes out all the heavy metal material that's been collected in here from the hard water. So you pour it in here slowly until it fills all the way up, and it'll start pouring out, you know it's full. Then you take this screw to lock it back and you screw it in place, and I would usually have to then take my pliers again, because if I don't screw it on tight, water comes spewing out in every different direction. Then I take this and I tighten it, okay? Then you allow 30 minutes to go by for the salt water to work properly. And then when you take your shower, salt water is going to come out, so you let it flush out for about a minute and then the water gets soft. So that's the regeneration process of that. And it was good, but I thought I would only have to do that maybe once a month or something. And then I found I was doing it like weekly, and that became a hassle for me. So that's when I bought my new water softener. And I will get it set up and show you how the regeneration process on that one works, okay? Give me 2 seconds, bye. Okay, so here's my new water softener. The resin where the hard water goes into and gets softened is this right here. It's really big compared to this here, because this was a long tube. So here's where the resin was. Okay, so the hard water would go in here, and there's a whole bunch of beads in there, and the beads would attract all the heavy metals from the hard water, and then it would come out from the shower and then get soft. So this is it. It's pretty big, and it takes up the whole size of the container. So there's where the resin is. It's big, it's fat, so it's got to have a lot more beads in there. So they say this one should be once a week as well. This is how you put the salt in there. So the salt I put halfway up. When the water goes in there, the water stays like up to here, and then the salt sits in there for like the week, and it gets really concentrated. And then you just turn a switch. I'll show you. Turn a switch, and then it regenerates it. and then you half an hour, you wait half an hour and then turn it back. So that's how this works. I don't have to do the whole untie thing. Let me show you exactly. So to regenerate this one, all I have to do is push the knob over onto the regenerate side. See where it says regenerate right there? It says regen or service. So all I do is push that on the regen side, leave it for half an hour, and then undo it, and it's done. Basically, it's regenerated. That's it. All I do is push the button over to the regenerate side, wait half an hour, and then take a shower. So that's why I like this one much better. I don't have to deal with the process. The only thing I don't like about this one is look at the hose. Look at the hose. Look at the hose. Look at the hose. I got hoses hanging from everywhere. And that's the only thing I don't like about it, is I've got these holes. See, the hard water comes in from this one. Let me zoom in. See, the hard water comes from the tap, comes in the black one, the black and silver one. Watch the black and silver one. Comes down, comes in. Okay, the water comes into here. And then it goes into the resin bead and it stays there for half an hour. And then the silver one, it goes back out from the silver one. The soft water goes from the silver one up from the shower head. The silver one goes right to the shower head. There you go. So basically that's that. This is what it looks like. It looks exactly like the ones you get in the house, the big tall ones, only it's short. It's very short. It's probably about, I don't know, 2 feet, maybe a little bit. And it closes so it looks neat. So when you want to regenerate it, you do that, turn it over to the regenerate side, wait half an hour, put it back on service, and it's done. And it just stays right beside the shower. If you're in a stand-up shower and you got a big one, you would just put it in the corner of the stand-up shower. So that's basically that. So I can't wait to use it. I'll give you a review on that one later. Bye. Okay, so hi. I had to move this water softener into the tub because the water was running along the hose. It was dripping along the hose and soaking the floor. So I had to move it and put it in the tub. And this is how I use it. So it's kind of awkward, but I'm getting used to it. And this is how, I just found out this is how you regenerate it. So you turn on the shower. Let's turn it on cold anyway. Turn on the shower and you see the shower is coming out. I don't know if you can see it. See water's coming out? And then you open this and then you turn it, this is on service right now, and then you turn it to regen. Oh, come on, how do we turn it? You turn it on regen, and the shower pressure goes down dramatically. See, the shower pressure just went down. And then the water, I don't know if you can see this, but the water level slowly goes down in the water softener. That's where the salt water is. So you got to do that for half an hour. So you got to leave the shower running for half an hour, and that's how you regenerate it, and then you turn it back to service. So that's it. So 1/2 hour, I got to go. Bye. I don't know if you can see or you can tell, but the water has definitely gone down. It's about halfway now. So anyway, we got a lot more minutes to go. Bye. Okay, so we only have a couple minutes to go, so I've decided to, in the last couple minutes, put the water back into the tank and leave that for another week. So it's sitting in the salt solution, because the soft water salts are sitting at the bottom. So the water will sit there and the salt will dissolve into the water and get concentrated. By next Saturday. It should be ready to go again. So what happens is the salt water cleans the tank of the hard water elements, and it goes through the shower head, because the shower head has this concentrated salt that comes out of it. So right now it's finishing, so it's now fresh water coming out now. Okay, so it actually takes about, yeah, exactly, pretty much half an hour for the tank to empty. Anyways, so that's how that works.
And like I said, you have to refill the tank and leave it for another week, okay? And then do the whole thing every week. Bye.